We are live again, and we have another BBBL Lockdown 2 round 5 game. So we have got the Chinese Butterflies versus P is for Putrid. P is for Putrid is Nurgle, and Chinese Butterflies are... Let's get a quick look at the two teams. Let's look at the Nurgle first. So, see what we've got here. Got a block dodge Pestigore, another block Pestigore, a rookie Rotter, a block Nurgle Warrior, two block Nurgle Warriors, the Beast, a whole bunch of Rotters, and another Pestigore. So what we've got here, three Pestigores and three Nurgle Warriors and the Beast. 3 rerolls. Not too bad. So far they are 3 wins and 1 loss. It's pretty good. And Chinese Butterflies, I can find them. Chaos Team, nice. What have we got? Chaos Warrior with block, bunch of Beastmen with kick, a MNG Beastman, and a plus agility Beastman. Just about a skill, very nice. And 3 rerolls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11 plays on the team and no treasury, okay. So let's go and see if the game is about to start. Search for the match. No, not quite yet, so let me just go and advertise all of this. Go. Cool. Yeah, so we'll just wait for the game to kick off. I haven't heard from the guys, as I heard earlier it was all going ahead. 8 o'clock. We shall see. Yep, so let's have a go and a quick look and see where they are in the standings. Now, we are playing the Wisdom format in Blood Bowl 2, or I probably know more familiar with Swiss in the league here, so 6 rounds. It's the 5th round. So we're getting towards the to the end. The top 4 go through to championship players. The rest go into a plate competition. Let's go and have a look at the league again. Let's go and have a look at the leaderboard. So this is 2nd versus 3rd. The top here, Dr. Rob Wagner with Wood Elves has already won his game. I think it was against the Flaxtian Triassics. Not sure if I said that, by Tommy McGee. So he's already taken that game, so he's in the top, but the PF Putrid can certainly join him at the top. Or Chinese Butterflies here can also stay in contention at the top as well. So obviously these teams are obviously vying for the top 4 spots. Both in pretty good placing here. There's only one more round after this round, so yeah, both are definitely looking for at least the win and cement their place in the playoffs. Section. That's a point. Did I put the cutscenes back on? I did not. So put it back to armor breaks because people seem to like that. And let's go and see if we can find the game. See if I've died. Not quite yet. That's cool. Well, anyway, while we wait, today has certainly been a big day in Blood Bowl. If you've been on the Facebooks and the interwebs and the Reddits and such like, lots of information about Blood Bowl 2020, I guess what we're calling it, so the new version. So yeah, so I think pretty much now in the leaks and things like that. I think pretty much all of the rosters have all now been leaked. So if you're interested in all of that, obviously jump on Facebook or your social media of choice, and I'm sure they'll find their way on there to various forums and such like for Blood Bowl. There's a lot of changes going on with it. Obviously, the rosters themselves haven't been confirmed. We are getting a new edition in this holiday season in this year, so we all assume that's November, December time. Yeah, so a lot of it's not been confirmed though, as such, the roster. So we have seen actually a fake forgery roster. People think for one of the teams, so it's possible some of them may not necessarily be complete or the final product. It's possible it could be an old version of the rulebook which has then been corrected. I think that's quite unlikely really, but you know, still it's not been confirmed 100% yet, so anyway, so a little while off I think until the release. We'll be in August at the moment, so I think we've got a few months to go yet. Hopefully Games Workshop will start releasing a lot more information and things like that. And obviously the long-awaited Snotling team, which let's face it, we all really want. And is if the roster is to be believed as well, it does look quite cool. A couple of trolls and a couple of pump wagons on the field. It's pretty decent. Probably not competitive particularly, but fun nonetheless. So let's see if the chaps have got online yet. I don't think they have quite yet. It's supposed to be about 8 o'clock-ish. Just check to make sure that was all right. Yeah. I think there's a couple of games going on, and so I think that the guys are just getting all of that sorted out, I think, by the look of it. As with everything, having to deal with the technology and such, doesn't necessarily make all these things the easiest to know. One of the coaches is actually a father of another coach in the league, and he's also playing at the same time on Fumble, so in the Fumble League. So we're featuring this particular game today, yes, obviously. He will be busy dealing with that to make sure his son is up and running and everything's running smoothly before having to sort out his own game. So. Okay. Well, while we wait for that, let's just get up with the league and how the total standings are at the moment. So as I say, 12 teams at the moment. Wood Elves leading the pack. Vampires at the very bottom, unfortunately, with 4 losses. 4 wins and 1 loss for the Wood Elves at the top. And then we've got some Nurgle, Chaos, Undead, Kislev Circus, obviously the Slan team by another name. Lizardman, Norse, Dwarf, Norse, Chaos, Dwarf, High Elf, and Vampire. So quite a bashy league. A couple of elf teams thrown in there for fun. Yeah, so yeah, it's been a fun season so far. I'm the Kislev Circus here with 2 wins, 1 draw, and a loss. Yeah, one of those that loss was like a 3-0 loss, I think, against the Nurgle team. That one was even close. Scraped a couple of wins of those. I think were really a couple of elf plays involved there. The agility 4 catches getting some work done. Scraping the win from the jaws of a draw. Let's see if they're online. Not yet. Just in case I'm not spelling something correct. I think you have to put that bit in. Right, so just waiting for the guys to jump on. We have some technical issues at the moment, which is fine. It does happen, of course. I can see they're both online, so yeah, so I'm sure they'll be started pretty shortly. I tend to find the jump around between the sending the invite and receiving the invite is always a fun one. For some reason, whenever I send an invite, everyone always seems to reject it and then send me an invite instead. Not quite sure how that really does work in Blood Bowl 2, but we shall see. Obviously, with the all the new announcements about Blood Bowl, the new edition of Blood Bowl, obviously much speculation about Blood Bowl 3 on the PC, and I'm assuming other platforms, Xbox, PS4, and what have you. Or PS5 or whatever PS we're on these days. Yeah, so which is obviously interesting, and that'd be a great way to try and learn the new rule set, because it's quite a change if all the rumours are correct. Lots of new skills, lots of the players have changed on the teams. There are some new teams. So yeah, so that would be quite a good learning tool, but obviously it does depend on when that comes out. It might not be for a while, of course. Okay, cool. So just had a message come through from one of the coaches, just saying I think they're good to go. Sorting out the invite on that shortly. Hey Jake, how you doing? How is your game going? I better not load it up on my laptop, it might pop if I try and run Blood Bowl 2, OBS and Fumble all at the same time. So you'll just have to keep me give me updates, Jake, as you go. Right. Cool. So I think we're almost there. Just in case that hasn't quite picked things up. Just back out. A confirmation now from both. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Excellent. Yeah, so a confirmation from both coaches saying that we're starting, which is great. Let's have a look and see if I don't think the guys are chatting. We usually have a chat on Discord. The coaches are allowed to join in if they want to. Yeah, I saw the. I don't know them all off by heart, Jake, but yeah, I certainly see Josh. Or is it Jake? It's Jake. Hey, Jake. Yes, I certainly have seen them come up online and that, but I certainly don't know them all at the moment. So, to see. Looks exciting though. Nice changes. Any of those particular teams you're looking forward to using, Jake? Starting team was pretty cool to me. Right, so what have we got? Let's have a look. So we have a babe for the Chinese butterflies. They've taken an Apo as well, so they're fairly worried about their team dying. And they've got the +1 fame. Yeah, so 3 rolls a piece. That disgusting beast. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Freezing, horrendous. It's got a very dry mouth. Ever can close its mouth. I'm sure that's why it's so angry. It's probably just super sore mouth. You sort that out and probably be quite happy. There we go. Putrid, right, let's get some skills up. So those are the base skills, but we're just going to go with the advanced skills here. Advancements. So here we go. So we've got kick back here, agility, block, 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 block. Right. Yes, Prime Master. I will certainly tell you. Don't do that. Just before. I don't know if you're watching or not, so I'll be a little bit careful about what I say, possibly at times. But if you are watching, it's fine. Just don't do too much of what I may or may not suggest. Or might get a little bit upset. The Black Hawk team and the human nobility team. I think the Imperial Nobility, I think, is their official one. Yeah, no, very, very cool. Really like the models as well. It's cool. We get some new Black Hawk models. We get some new Goblin models. Get a whole bunch of new human models. I like big feathers on the human models. Okay, Bretonians aren't an official team at the moment, but that'd be quite a cool way if that roster is kept within the community. Probably not by GW, but within the community, that'd be a pretty cool team to be able to convert. Kick is used. We have it. Let's switch views because let's go from behind the offense. So, kick this one over here. So the Putrid can get over there. While they do the quick snap, I notice this cuts all the skills out. But everybody gets to move one square. Probably quite helpful here. Wow. Cover the ball, I suppose. Slightly closer to the ball. I think he's probably pretty happy with. Sleeve this forward the beast. A bit of Battle of the Beastmen here. We've got the Nurgle-ized Beastmen. It's had better days. And then the slightly shinier and newer looking Beastmen here, but also had better days. Yeah, so interesting. It's the 3 festivals here. Right, that's the shuffling done. Turn 1. It's the short hands guy. Oh, that's the dodger guy, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, blodger. Very nice. Yeah, that's right, Jake. Yeah, the Varag, Ruchua and Griffin box as well, which is pretty nice. A couple of nice little sculpts. Varag is much better than the 4-draw one that we had before, which is great. Just makes that a 1 die, so you're going to have to move that player in. So probably should have followed there, but you know. So again, you're leaving yourself. Failure here is No problem. Yeah, covering the ball. Yeah, this still isn't really that safe. You really need to move out some of these players. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll probably run backwards as well, just into here. You're going to struggle to get in there. That's quite a risk. Push. Imagine somebody in here. Alright, so just noticing the new underworld. One has just dropped. Take a rat ogre, and you can take slotlings. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'll have a look at that another time. That's interesting. Yeah, Swags hoping for lots of player death. Well, probably yes you would, because these are definitely your competitors. But, there you go. Have you played either of these Swags? I think you have. Played the Nurgle? Paul 52 here is actually Jake, his son, because I think I think Paul disappears because I'm doing the commentary on this. He's not watching along at the same time, as well as playing. Yeah, but yeah, Minimorg is playing his his round 8 match against Grez at the moment, so that should be the last one in the round 8, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you played Paul in round 4. Ah, nice. No, just throw it, didn't have it, because I was on the... There's a story. Yeah. Oh, that old chestnut, I've heard that many a time. I would have appoed it too if I wasn't on the move. Foul. Boy 52 is not afraid of a foul. Quite keen on it, in fact. Indeed, he's doing alright. He's doing alright. He's fat at the top, top league, and is a shoe on for the playoffs. So yeah, I see quite a bit of change for Wood Elves, potentially with a new release as well. If all things are to be believed, I'm going to get really fed up having to say that all the time. If all things are going to be believed, it is highly likely the stuff we have seen is true. So. Right, so not a massively successful turn of blocking there for the Nurgle. They've really got 2 Curved Warriors down, the other 2 are stood up, but they are quite stuck next to Tentacles, and they're not really going to be able to block their way out of that. There we go, that's better. Wrong guy went down. Yeah, I'd say keep it, yeah. It's got leader. Yeah, I mean, it's a play you keep safe anyway, right? So, you know, the fact it's got a niggle on it is, you know, you're hoping it's not going to get hit anyway at the best of times. Yeah, I think I'd keep it, especially at this point of the season, if you don't have the money. Oh. Doing crazy things with the camera while I'm doing things in OBS. There we go. Right, here comes the blitz. Go off. Send your push. Try and put some pressure on the ball. Okay. Definitely looking to try and clamp down on the Nurgle. My parents' roll is failed. Good luck, Falcons. Lovely sounds of laboratory. We've got one player left up here. Just sort of safety in the back here. Probably look to take some of this away. To me. Sticking on the end here. Yeah. Move those two low blocks. Move those easy blocks. We can easily get the ball carrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can easily get the ball carrier up here somewhere and have another player to cover off. It really is just a matter of, okay, so you've got a hit there, start freeze there. Yeah, you can cage here relatively easily, it says. We are in problems of possibly getting swapped a bit like this again this time. Oh, we do have a KO though, I didn't notice that, I didn't spot that. So that's on a rookie beastman. There's the Nurgle player up. We do have quite a bench, 3 blocks, lovely thinking. Thinking foul, I think. Every turn. Eyeball pull. Get away with it. Yeah, nice. Let's save a bit of movement there for that. Set himself there. Too low there. Free any other players. Then roll. That's not what we want. Oh no, that's the Nurgle warrior block. Nurgle. Does free another player. We can complete the cage now. Not a great cage, but it's a cage. Off from there, until you just try. I think I'll take my hits when I can here. In here. In here. Yeah, so it goes there. Keep it safe. Rely on the 2 light blocks. Gets power, so you want. Breakdown. None of these teams really developed into killers or anything like that yet. They've played games and it's just trying to get as much block as you can. Push. thought of do you hit with the beast here at this point? You do. He makes it. Let's slither forward. He does. So this guy can hit in here. Yeah. Yep. Down he goes, he's been next to the tendrils. That's a pretty successful round of blocking there. Got some knockdowns. No armor breaks. Extra cover. Oh, foul. Why did I not expect the foul? I should have expected the foul. Wow. Breaks. Stunned. No send off. Once again, the refereeing in Blood Bowl is pretty atrocious. Pretty successful turn there. Good. That's what the Chaos got here to offer instead. Can certainly start to peel off back of the cage here. Can certainly face ball carrier. A couple of players try to force the dodge. Take a stand there. I'm tempted to just go for a one die on that. Don't leave that to last. The pieces in blocking position. Yep, so again trying to force the either the dodge play, which is unlikely, or oh, that's not the roll you want. It's not the roll you want. Takes the reroll, gets the knockdown. That's interesting. I don't think I would have gone there unless you can move this guy down. That just creates a way for them to clear the ball with one block. Oh, that's a skull. Unlucky. Well, no warrior there. So you've got a 2-die here. You get the knockdown or clear ball carrier. I don't think he's going to pass from where he is. You never know. So clear here. An easy cage where you are still. There you get the knockdown. Push this player out of the way. You can even push him there for another hit. Yeah, you can easily cage here again if you've got just a couple of 2-dies to get this player, and this player down. Probably push him clear. Pushes him clear. Fair enough. I suppose that does rely on knockdown there. It's very far this as well in here, so you can probably just blitz down on this. Maybe just shut the cage over back. Or you could, of course, just try and reach him. Or you guys stuck in tentacles. That's for you. I need a 2-light here with blitz with blitz there. What else you can set up here probably. 4, 5, 6, 7. So like a 3-die then with this blitz with the wire. Sending people off, Josh. Okay, trying to take down the agility beastman makes some sense. Interesting. I really need to work out a better way of doing chat on this stuff because it's always a bit skewed off the list. Guess they're not down. Follow that. There's not a break. You guys are trying every emoji you possibly get right, okay. And even the mobs are getting in on it. Oh. Come on, Paul. No! I'm pretty sure you weren't meaning for the time to run out there. Dead. Right, okay, so what can he do in here? Knock him out of the way. Take the 1-dicer, then blitz in. You need an assist now, that's the trouble. The 1 dices? Oh, that's a 2 die, not that way. The 1 dice are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, you could do it. Emoji City. Don't even know what that one is. Is that a... That's slap? Rainbow. Right, so it takes 1 die. I suppose you can't get in now. So serious sloth. Sloth. Just a push on the beastman there. Excellent Blood commentary in the chat. Especially enjoying the cat with sunglasses. Great stuff. Attack, indeed. It's gonna get from it's definitely gonna get from the ball carry there. Gonna be a sack, but marked. This is certainly turning into a bit of a mosh pit in the picture. Being a 1 die. Easily free up player here, so we just go slot in. Okay, deep safety. Indeed, I think everybody on here is very moist. A bit putrid as well. Right, okay, we're near the player somewhere else. No, everybody is literally in this part of the field. Nobody is catching anything with all this disturbing presence. So what we got? So we got quite a few players free here, or can be freed for the Nurgle. Let's with the ball carrier. No way. Let's set yourself up over here. Maybe. Have to get the knockdown there. It's only going this way. It's not going out here. What to do? Get some of the ball carriers probably there. Just going to do something else. Maybe here. Oh, need to knock down. Oh, that's not what you want. That's going to be a reroll. That's also not what you want. So still next to the ball carrier. It will be 2 dies still, isn't it? I think with this one. There's 1 assist, and 1 assist, everything else is negated, there's no guard involved. So we still do actually get a 2 die here with this to block Nurgle Warrior. Yep. Okay, yep, get some help as well. Alright. So now we're left with moving. Yep, moving to cage. Back on the back. There's some cage over here. Down here. Once you field fouling here, then I'm guessing. Yep. Yeah, some cage here. And then a spare pistol on the bow. Not pistol, sorry, rotter. I do have the 2 knives. The Nurgle blocking's not been great this turn. Got the knockdown that they needed. Goes up the beastman. Goes. And we're going to see the rotter foul. I don't think so. Oh, beast is going to do its thing first. Interesting. Just a start. Okay. Here we go with the foul. Stumpy. Stun. And no send up. Referee, what are you doing? Right, so Chaos play down to a KO, 2 stuns on the pitch, and everybody is stuck on the wrong side of the pitch. Match for pace, if he needs to move away. Again, trying to peel off the back layer of the cage. This one's in here, a little bit stuck. Okay, cast this through. Again, you have to carry on doing what you're doing. When you pressurize this cage, hopefully benefit will try and knock out the rotter. Let's see the corner, doesn't get the knockdown, which is a bit of a shame. Just a push. Tries to get at least on top of him on the ball. Pushes back in the cage, really. This one to be fair in here somewhere. But I can see this. Get the extra dice. Pushes another Festival 3. Guess an injury. Well, not an injury. An armor break. System. Making nuisance of themselves. Another armor break. And stars. Lots of stars on this picture. I don't mean the Blood Bowl type of stars with really good players. It's like just stars with stars. And there's your deep safety. Good turn. Forcing the Nurgle to roll some dice. We have lots of players free though, so I expect the beastie to just wander over here somewhere. Just get in the way generally. Pretty fine to just stay where you are and just create a line of Nurgle players. 3, 4 over there. So we can, what have we got? We've got a block. Got a block, and got a block. Block to there. Block to there. Barrel, flip. Block to there. Knock down. That'll do. And break. Some sense. And to remember as well, obviously, that Pony for Soup does enjoy power. So don't tend to try and work powers in mind as much. Well, it looks like we're just going to try and move up the pitch as far as they can. Possibly a blitz here with ball carrier or. Against the power, would have had a follow-up block here if needed. Okay. Slip there. It's a nice stone. The players there. Marking those players on the ground, but another player there on the ground. We are going to go there, that is interesting. I probably would have tried to put a screen and then caged here and then fouled here. Probably my idea, but that's fair enough. Because you could really have boxed in 2, 3, 4, and onto there. Beastie in here somewhere. Nurgle Warrior or something, just put the screen here. There's a dodge on the foul. Get the dodge. It's another stun, and once again, the ref did not see a thing. That's a bit of a some cheeky dice rolls there. If they hadn't had to have done a dodge, they would have got a casualty. GFI, yeah, okay, that does make sense to them, but I'm still surprised you've got your weak players here, opening yourself up for a blitz under here, and at least easily enough to mark the ball carrier again. Can even knock the shot into here with your players, well, here, sorry, I should say. Yeah, what I don't like about this is the two rotters here are the screen, and that's the weakest screen you can possibly buy when you ball Gary. It still requires a really failure in Nurgle's part at this point. But as always tends to do on the final offensive fight, it's really yours to lose. I still think very much I would put a warrior here. Looking down to there, put a warrior here, beastman here, stand up this warrior, and force the dodge. Yeah, and then try and force them. This is from the south, this is interesting. Gets the knockdown though. That's the carry. That's it. And then maybe the two Chaos Warriors here, and then this one I would probably sit over here to force dodges. Maybe even in here. You don't really want either of these free, because either of these can do some damage. Prevents flexibility, forcing your opponent to score more, I think. It only gives him 2 free players, which are useful. Okay, fair enough. I'm just going to use one of these rotters. And what are you going to do? I would probably stay there and keep them busy. I don't think there's a lot you can do about it. I've just got reruns to burn. Stand up and engage him. 3 players over here. Well, trying to get both tentacles and fails. Oh well, save you and make the dodge roll. That's it. Okay. And that gives you 4 free players to do what you will. Can I get clever with this? Probably. Yeah, if you really wanted to, you could try and still going to push there and in that direction. Once you go there, yeah, I mean, you could do it. It's not going to be a knockdown there on the plane. You want to go around. You could do it. Just think about blitzing around with this guy. Well, knocking this guy out of the way and getting him down. Putting a player there, blitzing around, taking this Chaos Warrior, knocking him down, and resetting there. I don't think you need to do it. It's just far more complicated than it needs to be. I think the 3+ dodges. We'll see what this does first. Get the knockdown in the square. Resist. Pretty much committed themselves to doing the dodge. Just found out to doing the dodge, so 3+ reroll. One die, so we're not in this piece going around into no guard anyway, you can't get this. Just close to that. There's 2 die here. Just a push. Where are you going to go? You can sit yourself back here. You can see. Knockdown. So 2 assists. 3, 4, 5. But he still had 1 assist against this jump to hit. Has to risk the beast. Gets the beast knocked down. Still have to score. Yeah. W best. I think. Can we get it safe? Pretty key there to get that festival right. Get the beastie to work. Gone stupid then, that would have been really quite good. Yep, there's dodge and jump. Nice one. Oh, fails it. Reroll will be used. That makes sense. A couple of key rolls that time there. Well done. Eyeball pull. Good pressure from the Chaos team there. Forcing the slightly early score. So let's see what the knockouts do. The Chaos knockout does not come back. Nurgle team is still at full strength. Chaos are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 players because they have a starting roster of 11. With energy. So they have 3 turns. Chaos team. It's doable. We do have worthy muzzle. Beastie's gone out on the wing. So 3 turns is enough. You don't have to get anybody in scoring range this turn. Probably make sure you pick it up. Probably concentrate on getting the 3 hits on the line, getting the beast down, and probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably try and get a couple more guys through here. Everyone has decided to leave Beastie alone. Fair enough, you don't really want to get stuck next to him. Or the couple of players extra you need to get the assist to be able to get a 2 diamond. That's pretty much worth the effort. Probably try and include me kill some rotters. For each of the turns now. 6. I would be tempted to possibly pick up with him. You can cover the ball. I don't think anybody is remotely in range. No, I think I probably would try to pick up and then advance the ball to that there. Don't really need to cover it because they're too far away. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the closest. Push, which is unfortunate. A bit stinky. Yeah, let's get the knockdown, yeah. Armor break. Another stop. Trick is here, you really need to try and punch a hole through the line, or at least try to pressure one. Otherwise, the Nurgle will just sit here like this. It's going to make friends with a otter. With a festival. Plus strength on both of those, so if you ever want to hit them, you need to use 2 players with 2 guys. So, pass. You get a level there, I would think. 3 roll. Fails the catch. Who's doing the throw? Yeah, it would have leveled him as well. Fair enough. Have some problems now is we just need to clear off these players very easily. I think we could possibly even just column defense here at this point. I think you blitz with one and block with the other. He needs to do that. Blitz in here, sat in there. Blitz to there. defensed all the way through here. Just down there. That's nice. Only push, but that's fine. Try and set up the surf here, maybe? Looks like they are. Does create a bit of a weakness, though. The line. Oh, we need a reroll there. That's the push they want. Got a block for the surf. Fire. Yep, there he goes. Two die there. Yep, there he goes. MNG does have two apples, so I imagine it's going to be the apple. Yeah. Oh, still MNG. That's unlucky. That's unlucky. Right, I think, if it was me, I think I would still be trying to move these maybe to there. Yeah, I think I would. Otherwise this guy's got around to clean hit. Okay, well that does leave an opening. Pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. GFI, GFI. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well, this one needs to be a hero. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this guy blitzes in here. Assist. Pick up the handoff. Try to pass. Okay, right. Getting the SPP. Gets the level. Gets the level, nice. Hand off, run through, hope for the best. And you can hook up one of these players. I'm not going for it. Hand off to there, you can then run through, sit in the backfield, and just mark up these players as best you can. Yeah, okay, you hit with the other guy. Gets him down. Gets himself into scoring range. Nice. Okay, deciding not to worry, trying not to concede there. I think just player preservation. I think at this point I'm not going for the TD. Just lost a Chaos Warrior, which is a bit of a shame. That's the block Chaos Warrior. It's the block one, so that's the only advanced Chaos Warrior I have on the team, which is a shame. So really it's Nurgle to vacate blitz and a foul. Definitely blitzing here on the warrior. Push him onto either of these hits as well. We might take the 3 die with the Nurgle if we can generate it, which we can. Let's get some warrior. Gets knocked down, that's fine. Yep. And we get a foul with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 assists. Oh. It's alright. Gotta wait for this foul to come in. It's taking Paul a little while to think about it. I'm not quite sure what to do. Okay. Just from a different direction. Maybe that helps. Last 10.5. Oh no. Hold on. The Chaos Blade does have a 10.5 again. Here comes the foul. Break. And nothing. And again the ref sees nothing at all. Oops. In your comment there, Wags. I hear that too, and it's probably true. So there we go. And he's dodging. We got an SPP throw in there, didn't we? I'm not quite sure why he's needing to dodge. Yes, we did. It's the last time that happened, I think. There we go. Who knows? The players in the pitch don't know the natural real thing on the pitch, players really don't know. Don't have a big clock to look at. Right, okay, so let's switch teams again. Oh no, Chaos and Offense is starting, aren't they? Yep. So they did get their co back, which they should do really. So they're only one player down still. Nurgle, surprisingly, are literally not falling apart yet. They still have 3 boxers on the bench, despite the balanced pretty much every turn. I think the 1 in 6 chance of rolling a double is being tested here. But we shall see when the second half goes. And the question is, you 1-0 up, you have a man advantage. At this point. Depends if you're on fouling, I guess. Edge for guard, absolutely, but you're not going to get near him. If you can get a 4 or 5 up, you know, plus 4 or 5 on the foul, you probably would do it. I don't know, I'm just not much of a fouling coach, I think. I'm very risk averse, so I think was it like his left team? I don't think it was. Anyway, recent game on Blood Bowl 2, I had a dirty player set up the foul, double one for the arm. So, you know, and that was the first turn of the game, I think. So, it never seems to work out for me that well. But, you know, the Nurgle had a lot of bench. Horses for courses, I think, sometimes in those things. Right, so hopefully the Chaos team can do a little bit better hitting here. Real shame though, because of course they have no block on their team. They have Wags and a low fouling match. Yeah. Unless there's a wall down there, then I'm more than happy to foul that through going long. Yeah, no, that makes sense, yeah. So like the Wood Elf coach, you're not going to foul much with Wood Elves. Against them, yes. Lots of stunty players, undead, Nurgle, sort of chaff line players, the zombies and the rosters of this world. I'm fouling. You never used Woodies before? Okay. No, I've never used them in the league. I've used them in a tournament once. Yeah, nice catch there by the kicker, in fact. Showing he's not just a kicker. Yeah, no, I've used Dark Elves, the only team I've used more than once in the tournament league. Yeah. I've never actually used Dark Elves. Never actually used them at all. Not online, or on PC to practice, never used them once. That might not be quite true. I think I may have used them once on a practice-friendly game. I think that was against the AI, actually. Dark Elves are pretty cool too. Pretty fun team. Yeah, your favourite, yeah. Definitely a favourite, I think, for a lot of coaches. You can do a lot of things with those. Makes it fun. You have Dark Elves. Do you mean you hate Dark Elves, Paulie? Or Jake? Or do you mean you have them? Oh, no. 1 in 9. That is not... Well, at least the ball was safe, right? So that's something. That's the trouble though, no block. Oh no, you owned all the teams and 3.5 left to paint. Half turn of Slan team. Yeah, Slan had taken a bit of a leap, has got a lot worse for Slan. Yeah, that's not great for them. It's definitely got worse. No more than 3+ looping anymore. So yeah, well, Slan being an unofficial team anyway, I think the community might have to come up with a roster for them, unless GW pick up the Kislev Circus team or such like, but can't imagine that will come until, if they do it at all, the end of next year. No, Jake. Cheers, come on, man. I think your dad's doing pretty well at the minute, and he's just got the benefit of the 1 in 9 hit. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely, yeah. So over prone plays you get the 2+, what do they call it over prone plays? Jump, isn't it? Yeah. So leap just allows you to basically jump over standing players. As I recall, I think that's how it works. And quite beyond that, I've seen a very grainy image. And path over the wall. It's slightly more complicated than it used to be, I have to say. With going from tackle zone to tackle zone, and worst case scenario when either tackle zone leaving or entering. That's where the modifiers come from. Just a push on the corner of the cage. I think he's thinking about rerolling that one. I think you're fine at this point. I think you can really pressurise this cage at this point. Got Roger in there, so he's going to be hard to take down. Is the Beastie going to come into this gap here? Come on, Beastie, here he comes. Yeah. No, that makes sense, Wags. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think always the thing with leap was it doesn't matter how many tackle zones you're leaping into, you're landing in, it's still fine. Whereas if you're landing from a throw teammate, it makes a difference. Dodging out is fine, but dodging into is still affected by modifiers, but leaping into isn't. Yeah, that concept is always a little bit strange. So I think there's a number of things like that they've sort of tried to clean up, but make it a little bit more intuitive, I suppose, to a point. Although obviously everything's still quite abstract. It'd be interesting to see how Wood Elves, quite a few Wood Elf coaches are not too happy about the sort of the cost increases, shirts, and then obviously the leaping being nerfed is something of an issue. Although there's a reduction in the frequency of injuries, the likelihood of severe injuries. Nurgle being nerfed a little bit, so it's doesn't come into play as often. So I think the rumour is, some of the possibly like the winnings treasury might help elves. Winnings, I should say, might help elves a bit because it's a little bit more money you might win in the game. Under the current system, so buying those expensive players becomes a little bit easier. It's just generally the problem with elves is everything's so damn expensive. We shall see. I know a few people have commented that wait for the full rule set to come out, and I think possibly in the league they'll try and help out a little bit on that. I think because at the start of the build, Wood Elves is definitely taking a hit. The 1 million build. I think we talked about it anyway. Quite a few other teams actually taking hits. Some benefits, some hits for others. Right, so Nurgle's definitely getting more in faith. Alright, dodging away from tentacles is not an easy proposition. So you can of course try and get rid of him. You can do it with the players you've got there, you just have to commit a lot. Can do it. It's just not as easy. It's going down and tempted to leave ball carrier down. logical way. Yeah, some trouble is you're still in contact with the lodge, aren't you? Because you're not likely to get him down. Lodge there. Goes to the hand up. Yeah. Disturb presence is a thing. Makes it 4+. The -2 from these two here. So Putrid and the Nurgle warrior. Yeah, I can see that. So we've now got 3 players free. You can make 4 players with a blitz. Possibly put in here. Maybe back in here something. So we'll push play here. We'll try and stop. Yeah, that's a good point. Right, yeah, the reaction to the last set, because obviously there were, yeah, as you said, raids of felt pools. I vaguely remember that from when I first started playing those sorts of skills. They removed a lot of that, and I've got my eye on you. There's kind of a lot more fouling and things like that, and they took away some of those things. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I mean, I vaguely remember it was a long time ago since I played with any of those rule sets, but it's disturbing presence still in there, but he still makes it. Yeah, IGMEOY, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so I vaguely remember a lot of those sort of rules, and that was rules certainly in place when I first started playing. I have to admit, at that point I was just playing a lot more for fun and things like that, and we were very light with the rules, should I say. Oh, that's that's an injury. Oh dear, that's not what you want. Yeah, it's a shame. Okay, well the one die is on. Could make it 2 die if you get the knockdown. Yeah. I think when they changed it like that in the CRP and things like that in the LRB, I was very much in the peripheral, so I don't really remember a huge amount of commentary or comments that went around at that point. That's the thing, isn't it? I think especially when I was playing, like league play was like we got a few games in and then people wandered off and did other things. People weren't quite as committed to it when we were kids. People playing 40k and all sorts of other games, and they hadn't really settled on Blood Bowl. I don't remember really getting that part about people dying either. But I mean, I think back then when I first started playing, there was no injury table. If you rolled a 6 on the injury, that was it. You were dead, and 11 was MNG and 10 was badly hurt. So. See, I don't remember that. I do not remember that at all. I was quite interested when I saw that on some of the community groups recently about the uniform on Amazon's. Yeah, so I think a lot of the changes that they brought in were quite gradual, I suppose. Maybe that's the difference. Okay, 12 plus after modifiers. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So I guess with the LRB it was a gradual thing, maybe. Yeah, no, I remember Griff having lead. Yeah, very true. Yes, there were quite a lot of differences in there. Maybe it feels that some people say it's going back to some of those overall stuff. A few more things going on. It seemed like they possibly culled quite a lot of stuff. for the LRB and things like that. What was 990k? Yes, because that was on the card, wasn't it? The old paper card you used to get. Paper card, contradiction, but still, yeah, the old card, the star player card you used to get. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it was pretty cheap. 5, 6. Okay, yeah. So you've got the 2 die in here, and you've got the rotter to come in quite a bit more of the screen. Yeah, maybe I'm just thinking the gradual change, maybe people can get so much of an uproar. I do think this is a lot of change in a very short space of time. The rule changes, the roster changes. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Man, I forgot a lot of this stuff. I really have. It really was quite a different game, wasn't it? Alright, let's see how this goes. Yep, get them down, there's no dodge. Alright, trying for the... It doesn't get the catch, and luckily then doesn't go that bad. Yeah, loan 3+. Yeah, I think so as well. I think obviously the Old World Alliance, it's a big boon for them. I think having that variation of loner, I see some of this Death Roll that has loner 5+, I think that was right, and I think Bugman's Star Player for Inducement, I think they can use that as loner 5+ as well, since they're wondering some of the stars might become loner 5+, which might, I wouldn't be surprised by, because of course some of the Star Players are pretty powerful, so making them a little bit less likely to be able to do that wonder play, because loner becomes harder, so the 4+ and the 5+. Very different. Does he just? It's just not the idea. So, couple of stuff on the tentacles. Warriors are all on the ground in marks. Yeah. No, I think I'm very much the same way. It's for me, I'm very happy with a lot of the changes they've made. And I think the main things that I've experienced having banned, suffering, not bad games I suppose, but frustrating games with no star, some of the random elements which have got nothing to do at all with what somebody does on the pitch. It's like the kick-off table and those sorts of things frustrate me quite a bit sometimes, because sometimes it's like also piling on of someone having a bad game and then you get a blitz against them as well, and you're just like, oh, I'm really sorry, it's just this string of horrendous events, and it's got nothing to do with block dice or dodging or go for it or any of those things. It's another additional dice roll which can massively swing a game and basically mean, well, a riot and whatever all those sorts of things can mean, well, that's it, I've lost completely, and there's nothing I can do about that. So yeah, I think a lot of the changes are massively positive. I think there's a lot to learn, and there's a lot of nuances that we need to get used to, like jump and things like that. But yeah, and it's going to hurt my head for a while. Yeah, less likely. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. They're still there. There are still those things. Again, it's massively situational, isn't it? A lot of those things. Alright, so time for bit. Gets the dodge. Gets the knockdown. I think you've got to keep going. So 1, 2, 3. Yep, and yep. Yep. So all the GFIs and all the rolls. Yeah. The thrower element is removing the throwing from some of the players. I can see why some people might feel that's a bit of a shame because that zombie throw and those types of things. Yeah, that's right. And some people are just as good at throwing and dodging, whereas the thrower isn't as good as the like on Skaven is the prime example I can think of at the minute. Is the thrower isn't as good as passing as the guth runner. I suppose obviously you have the pass skill straight off the bat, but making that thrower a lot better in that makes it seem better. Yeah, I mean, I don't know though. I mean, I don't know. Passing, we'll see. Maybe it cuts down on some of those desperation plays. It really hurt. No, actually, because the passing, best they can do passing. I think the Pestilbus can still do it on 3s, maybe 4s. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, leader. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you just ignore it unless there's sure hands or unless there's leader. Yeah, definitely. It'd be interesting to see how much it does come up, if it does come up more or not. I don't know really. Right, well, that was a pretty successful turn. We have to say for the Chaos managing to get in there and scoop up the ball. So we've got this Pesticle just stood up. So we do have a tackle zone on the ball. And there's definitely here comes a few live bits. I think he wants to see this first. Going the long way around. Gets the POW. Wow, everybody's block dice seems to be working today. And the ball goes once again against the sideline. Does he have anybody else free? That's just a push. That's not what he wanted. I think he's definitely trying to feed this rot here. Now, of course, the other problem they have here is I think we really need to hit the Sandra guy. Because otherwise he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop. Yeah. So, yeah, he's just saying there, your Woody's thrower, basically, yes, all I need him for is the cheap reroll because I can't afford to buy those rerolls at the start. Yeah, no, definitely makes sense. What else is just so expensive out of the gate? You're going to get your 2 war dancers and then a bunch of other stuff. And just say you get that leader, get the thrower to get the leader. So it's still a tricky start for Wood Elves. But I'm not going to feel that sorry for them. The war dancers are still awesome, even with the net. Still pretty awesome players. Yeah. That's. I think it's winning its fan factor plus touchdowns. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused by how that was supposed to work. I don't think we've actually seen the rule for it, but there was someone saying about fan factor maximum of 6 can be taken. Whether you can then go above that with winning games and such like, that's still ridiculous. But then fan factor, basically, if you have the fan factor of 1, that basically means you're going to get 10,000. If it's 2, you get 20. So I'm sort of thinking, well, from the get-go, you probably want to take 6. So you have that 60. I mean, it may go down, I suppose, if you lose, but you have that guaranteed 60. You're going to get that return from game 1. And then after that, you're always going to put up more money. So you have the initial investment of 60k, say. Then after that, it's just constantly you're making money from that point on, in addition to touchdowns. So, I don't know how that system is supposed to work. So, it'll be interesting to see if it is fan factor 1 again. Because they said the kickoff table no longer includes things like fame. It doesn't mention fame. It's purely on fan factor. So yeah, it's be interesting to see. Yeah, buying fan factor. Yeah, I know you still see players do it. Yeah, I don't buy fan factor anymore. I think I have occasionally in tournaments if I have the extra 10k. If I'm going for the trifecta during a cheerleader, assistant coach, and a fan factor. Otherwise, I tend to just stick to assistant coaches or something. In leagues, yeah, I don't think I've ever really gone for fan factor. Though it does catch your eye sometimes when players take like 5 fan factor, and then you get to the first game, and then they roll a pitch invasion, and they get +2 fame because they've got high fan factor and you've got nothing. That has caught me out a couple of times, but that's not the norm. It's just the exception. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you try and it's like the last thing you try and buy, isn't it? Really, try and maximise other players. If you can upgrade someone to a thrower, say, into the old rules, or slightly more than alignment, then you would definitely do that. Just because you get extra skills on the pitch for not a huge amount. Like buying cannons to alignment on humans, possibly you might have been on the build or something. Right, so what are they going to do here? So you've got an easy 2+ down here and 2 dice on this guy. The trouble is getting buy-in. So 1 die. Does that help you? Do some more dodging. I think you just go for the pickup, right? Knock this guy away. It's a 3+ pickup because you've got edge. Dodge away. What serving options does he have? He has serving options. He does. Oh. And that's not what you want. That's a shame. No, he didn't. Yeah. Probably would have rerolled that one, to be fair. So there we go. I'm just not feeling it anymore. I can understand that. Right, well, knowing Paul, this one is going to be surfed. Almost certainty. So 2 down in there. This guy's just stuck. Yeah, you've got a 2 die here, you've got a 2 die here, and a 2 die there. Yeah, you've got lots of 2 dies everywhere. Onto the ball. Ball goes off. Does this go horribly wrong? I'm not sure I would have really put him onto the ball there. I think I would have happily kept him here. I've got a load of players around it. Yeah, okay. Interesting choice. The blitz has not been used, so you could blitz and then run off a bit here. Get some knockdown. That is done. Okay. Yeah. If this blitz goes right and he gets the knockdown, then that's 2-0. You get the block there. You get the blodger there. Yeah, not looking too great for the Chaos. And the Nurgle are going to just be able to run away and need the rolls, so probably still wrong with us. I think I start reading these plays in there, you get an assistant there. So it looks like reducements have changed. You now do TV difference, and then both players can spend money independently. That's interesting. So is it the underdog, should we say? So the underdog gets that money as petty cash and then spend whatever they like, and then the overdog can spend whatever money they like out of their own trophy. Is that, you know, that's how it is? Knocks onto the ball. Okay, trying to flip it, I think, on the customer there. Doesn't quite make it. Really? Really, Wags? That's quite interesting. It's interesting. What do you... Is that a bit of an advantage to those teams that don't really spend a lot of money, though? So, like Undead and such? Is Undead and notorious for not having to spend money most of the time? Well, sometimes. Oh, they get an advantage from the press and knuckle table. Okay, okay. Oh, those pre-calculated. Again, an advantage from the press and knuckle table. Cool. Oh, I can't believe that. Yeah, I've always found I think we had this in the last season, didn't we, Wags, about the way the inducement system works. I mean, the way it works in Blood Bowl 2 is far from ideal, but the way it works in general, I think confuses me. I don't know the best way of doing it, and it generally is a little bit of a mess, and everyone is a little bit confused by it. So yeah, some improvement there is welcome if they're able to, and maybe just make some revisions. I don't know if it does, but yeah, let's have a look at those rules and see what they come up with. Right, well, we've been chatting about that. Every Chaos player is now firmly on the ground. Yeah, this is going to be... that last second firing a player thing's gone to the TV. Yeah. Well, we've all done that one. Well, not on purpose against someone playing online, but yeah, you see that. A lot of the, I do notice a lot of the tabletop leagues trying to vent that a lot by saying you must update your team as soon after your match as you should. I can see how that can get circumvented and people can game the system. They can always game the system, I suppose. It's just more of a gentleman's agreement, I suppose it is. But yeah, you really should just update it as soon as you can, and then you know who you're playing in the next round. Or sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But you know, once everybody's updated, then you find out who you're playing next round, so you don't gain an advantage from there. So, oh yeah, I'm playing High Elves, a stunty team next, right? I definitely need at least one tackle on my team, things like that. That was a dodge, and chooses not to reroll. I think, unfortunately, my master is difficult to see the writing on the wall, unfortunately. Yeah. I do the same, and you know, waiting to see who you're playing next, and then deciding on a skill. I think certainly in the 5th schedule leagues, it's not so much an issue, and I personally quite like the mixed schedule system, although I appreciate it's not always most flexible. But that's more for life, day-to-day stuff, as opposed to gaming the system and things like that reasons. But yeah, no, I've done that, and you know, you wait, you find out who they are, and sometimes you wait to see what skills they take. Maybe they can come to a little bit of brinkmanship at the end as to who picks their skill. Yeah, I think I'll be honest that sometimes it's come to that. These days I try not to do that as much as I can. But you know, you can have some stuff in. You know, you can say, right, sorry guys, you literally have to decide after the game finishes. You know, we generally do that on tabletop, although I think in the Bromley League we're generally quite lenient players, so it's fine. Just if you want to decide after the match, because you know you've got to get home and things like that, busy. So I think online that you have less of an excuse sometimes. But I've done it. Alright, so Nurgle literally just certainly just looking to fortify their position. Is there anybody in range of the ball carrier or anything? So no. Lots of great round blocking for the Nurgle here. Just pushing things about at this point. At this point. Yeah, you can have this guy. Let's put this guy. Oh, got 3 blocks. No, you can't. You can base. Okay, sure. It's too far in. Oh! Oh, that's interesting about the fan factor and the winnings. Oh, you split it. That's interesting. Is there any modifiers for if you win the game, if you lose the game? It's going to fan factor both teams share equally, so if I have fan factor 1, the default, and you have fan factor 6, then we'll split the 70k. It's 35 each. Interesting. That's no doubt why they brought in the 5k and stuff. You get 10k more for the touchdowns, so there is some motivation to take fan factor. Interesting. That's interesting. Wow. So no gain for winning or losing instead of 4 more touchdowns. Yeah. I see that. Yeah. I guess. Well, at the same time, you used to when you get +1 to your winning. So yeah, you're going to have at least +1. But then if you win by 5, you get +5. So yeah. Running up the score becomes a thing. No, I like that. So yeah, if you're a team that quite happy with low treasury, then you keep your fan factor low. If you want lots of treasury, you'd rather lose 2-3 than win 1-0. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. It does throw up some interesting possibilities. Interesting way to look at it. No, that's interesting. So you having a high fan factor. I'd be interested again to see if fan factor does count against your TV. Eventually you're giving half that fan factor benefit to your opponent, well I guess with the kick-off table and things, then it is in your benefit to have it there. Yeah, that's interesting. It's like you're giving your opponent money, isn't it? So if you're fan factor 6, you're literally giving your opponent 30k. Operation you can choose a secondary skill if random stat up doesn't go well. Oh, that's interesting. So if you end up with a plus passing or something like that. No. Alright. So they're doing on the D16 then? Oh right, so they've got I'm guessing they've got like a mini table. There is some choice. Right, so I'm guessing it's D16. Wow, there was lots of leaks today then, right? All this stuff coming out as well as all of the rusties. I mean, clearly someone who has the rulebooks decided, yeah, D16, each outcome gives a number of choices. Sure, yeah, natural 16 is you can choose.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's quite nice. The fact you get that in there. I mean, I appreciate it's a little bit like those people that manage to roll the double sixes where to get the strength. But at least you have that as an option, and it's not obviously that likely to roll that, and also get to the 18 star player points or whatever level you have to be on. EA MVP is random and cannot go 2 stars, or mercs, or dead players. Thank or stat burst. Oh, okay. So it might go to an MNG, stat burst. Oh. Can go to stars or mercs. Ah, big fun. Can go to stars. I suppose can, in that case, it can go to journalists. But I suppose at the same time, it depends if you've got the money, sure. I'm sort of thinking here there's going to be more money to play with, possibly, or at least more guaranteed money. You have a lot more control over your money, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. Throw to me. Throw to me to give SBB? No way. You're making that up. 1. Same as a ball throw. So I'm assuming that's for a successfully landed halfling. It's not me. Oh, this is some juicy stuff, Wags. Oh, well, that is going to make a lot of people happy. That really will. That's fun. I like that. Yeah, so interception is 2 SVP, deflection is 1. Yes, so there's also lots of talk about the deflection. Yeah, it has to go well for you. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Right, well, that is a bit of an unfortunate turn for the Chaos team, but again, well played though to Putrid. 17 armor breaks in there, 2-0. Chinese Butterflies get 3 interceptions. MVP goes to just a rookie, and Chaos Warrior gets MVP. That's quite nice. SPP, yeah, not too bad. Let's have a quick look at the dice rolls. Chinese Butterflies D6 is generally pretty good. You've got lots of 5s in here. Low on 2s, a bit higher on 1s, but that's okay. Block dice, not many block dice. I think this is kind of the tail of the tape here. Chaos, you're really thinking you get a lot more blocks in than this, but this is not many at all. This reminds me of one of my Kislev games. I had, I think, even less block dice than this. 11 1s. And this is the problem, you roll a small amount of dice and you can really end up being quite skewed one way or the other. So it's a bit of a shame. Let's flip 2 P's for Putrid. A lot more block dice here, and yeah, that's a bit more of an even spread. A few more here. That's probably about right. And the D6s. Yeah, and it's a bit skewed. Wow. About right-ish. That's okay. Yeah, wow. Very good, very well played, both of you. So, let's go and jump over to the leaderboard. So that does put, oh dear Wags, that does put Nurgle above you. I'm not quite sure on the tiebreakers for Blood Bowl 2, I have to admit. So line honours, so playoff, I think you're looking fine, but line honours just becoming the top there. Might be in doubt now. We shall see how the last game goes. You have already played, haven't you? Paul, so you played. Who have you played, Wags? Forgotten Trousers, Deadskins. You play those. Could be playing Chinese Butterflies. Could be playing me if I happen to win. Yeah. Oh, you did beat you, okay. Yeah, you played most of the top half. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, this sort of system as well, you're probably going to end up sort of playing mid-table, aren't you, really, after so many games. Could be playing the Chaos team, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Now, who am I playing again? Play them. I'm playing who am I playing? Completely forget. Cherry Thunder. Oh, if I change this back to the right day, it would work. Oh no, the Dead Sky. I'm playing the Undead. Yeah, that's probably not going to go so well for me. But you can't play him, can you? So yeah, so if I lose, you're going to play the Chaos. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, yeah. So I think you're looking pretty happy up there. I'm fighting my way in to try and break myself into the top few, but yeah, I don't know about that. Cool. Right. Well, anyway, well played to Prawley52, and commiserations to Pie Master. That's a bit of a tough game for him. I think, yeah, things just didn't quite break right for him there. Yeah, and anyway, yeah, hopefully we'll have another game stream, whether you Fumble or the Blood Bowl 2, I'm not quite sure. It depends on everybody's schedule and how things work out. Yeah, definitely roll the next round. Yeah, I think we've still got. I'm playing tomorrow. I want to say tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm not quite sure about the other two games here, but I think everyone's quite keen to get things moved on as soon as we can. So yeah, cheers for popping by, Wags, and everyone else. And yeah, I'm going to go and read lots of information and lots of grainy pictures, no doubt, from leaks on Facebook probably. So yeah, have a good one and take care.